Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Broken. Well done. Now get to extraction. Another job well executed. Our intel suggests that a person of interest is in the vicinity. Search for the hostage and bring them home. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you. On high alert. The moment you enter the holding area, they'll trigger the execution sequence. Rescue the hostage before it finishes. The hostage is almost out of time. Hurry. Bypass complete. You will proceed. We've reached the prison. Find our prisoner in one of these cells.
I'm in your debt, Tenno. Let's go home.
Subject found. You need to bring the captive to safety. Protect them at all costs.
Got an extra weapon? They won't just let us walk out of here.
The captive has been secured. You've done your part, Tenno. We'll take it from here. I thought we had seen the last of this Raptor project, but now the Corpus have escalated their interest and investments. We need to shut them down for good. The Raptor production facility appears to be entirely underground. A crashed freighter on the surface has been masking its location. I fear they have developed even more deadly Raptor prototypes here. This may be difficult. The production facility is entirely automated. There is no way in without the Warframe being torn up in the assembly line. We'll have to figure out how to destroy it from the planet's surface. Risk the Corpus developing more advanced robotics. If the Corpus are building newer Raptors, it's imperative we destroy the prototypes and their means of production. The Corpus are using a gravity conveyor system to move product up to the surface. These will be heavily shielded. There's a heavy unit. Well done, Tenno. But you have to completely cripple this facility to halt Raptor production. Keep... A devastating hit. Finish the job.
Keep talking. We're still trying to figure out how dumb you are.
The entire factory has gone critical. Great work, Tenno. The Corpus financiers will regret their investments today. Now, get out of there. Walkers incoming. Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
My boyfriend broke up with me yesterday.
There's work, if you want it. Sure, we can talk. Oh, you see Zood, send him my way. Girls' night.
Best advice I was ever given. Ticker, we all do what we can, Stardust. They could use your help. Life's a ride, isn't it? Hell of a ride. Someday, things will be different. An entire life can change thanks to one act of kindness. They can save themselves with a little help. There is no shame in helping your fellow creatures. You know where to find me.
Don't let Zood's attitude skew ya. She's an odd bird, but she'll kit you with a shooter that'll do you proud. Brain. And remember, you never heard of me, you never heard of Solaris U. I had a recon team keeping tabs on Neff's Special Operations Unit. The team found something big, but went silent before they could pass the info on. Find them. SU needs those supplies more than the Corpus. Lock them down before the taxmen make off with them. Right, first cache. 2 to go. The second cache. 1 more to go. Based on the amount and nature of these supplies, the team has prisoners. There was something in yesterday's dispatches. Something about... Oh, of course. Right. That's a long shot, but here goes. Right. When in doubt, pull the brain out of the drone and see what it knows. We need to find that missing team before it's too late. 1 drone as ordered. Knock it down, Sparky. We got a hat platform. Alright, once we get this thing rewired, it'll auto-teleport to a destination of our choosing, where one of our people is waiting to pick it up. They'll wreck that drone rather than let it go, obviously. So, stop that. Follow up if you're feeling it. I know they're part of a system of oppression, but some days I think we get as much info out of these things as Neff does. Solid lead. Listen up. We've got some major operations planned, but I need to be certain Neff isn't suspicious. There's an encrypted high-level comms log stored at this location. Get in there and download it quiet as you can. We're close to the facility. Security's gonna get thicker. If they smell you, they're gonna purge those data banks, so be quiet. Nimble-fingered little so-and-so. You snagged us a primo piece of info. Next got a coil drive patrolling the valleys. Ambush it and I'll rip the data mass. It'll provide key info on what we're looking for. Wait for the trap, then get down there. Remember, if I'm going to rip its data mass, we need that coil drive in one piece. There it is. Steady. Steady. Boom! It's down. Now get me access to its data mass. Progress. Keep the corpus off this thing just a bit longer. Either. Just gonna need a second to make sense of the scene. Best info says the team last reported in from somewhere in the marked area. Go look around. I knew some of these people. Search the bodies. Find any survivors. Damaged. There's something in the buffer. We need to get it decoded before the device fails. Accessing buffer. Analyzing. Accessing buffer. Analyzing. Password. No. Buffer. Accessing final transmissions. Non-command final transmissions. Taking a quick look around. Itinerary, patrol log, coordinates, reports, blah blah blah. We were jumped by a corpus patrol. I'm willing to bet they were taken here. If they're still alive, our team will be here. Here come the taxmen. Information on to our analysts and see what they make of it. Make it quick. What's it gonna be? Outstanding. Now get out there and void some mucking warranties. I had a recon team keeping tabs on Neff's Special Operations Unit. The team found something. Something big. But went silent before they could pass the info on. Find them. Around. The goods are here somewhere. If the taxmen secure them first, the mission's a wash. On to the next. Cache. That leaves just one more and I can signal for pickup. Hold up. That's a digitized manifest. It should tell us where the remaining caches are located. Hack it. Done and out like a popper up a drain pipe. Someone's getting fired over this. But here's the interesting part. The shipping code on that last crate matches something from my records. I want to follow a hunch. Our informant reports a coil drive running a standard picket. Prep for ambush. Hold position. Once the coil drive hits the trap, protect it. I have it on sensors. Once it hits the trap, get down there. Now, crack the casing and plug me into the detonator. time, Sparky. In and out, quick and clean. Got us a solid lead on our objective. Alright, when in doubt, pull the brain out of the drone and see what it knows. We need to find that missing team before it's too late. Corpus drone right there. Take it down and I can start the hack. Starting a remote hack. Once I'm done, it should teleport into the waiting arms of one of our people, far from here. Here come the taxmen. Keep them off the drone till I'm finished. system of oppression, but some days I think we get as much info out of these things as Neff does. Solid lead. Listen up. If there's an interrogation unit out here with prisoners, their resupply drop will reflect that. Marked an airdrop. Search the area. Neff and your supply caches are somewhere around here. Get them before the corpus do. Yes! Cache number 1. Good work. Conduct a quick sweep for the remaining cache. Based on the amount and nature of these supplies, the team has prisoners. There was something in yesterday's dispatches. Something about... Right. It's a long shot, but here goes. Best info says the team last reported in from somewhere in the marked area. Go look around. What happened here? Search the bodies, Sparky. That's not everyone. Survivors must have escaped. Damaged. There's something in the buffer. We need to get it decoded before the device fails. Accessing buffer. Analyzing. Accessing buffer. Analyzing. Password. No. Buffer. Accessing final transmissions. Oh, come on, final transmissions. I'm in. Taking a quick look around. Itinerary, patrol log, coordinates, reports, blah, blah, blah. It's what I was afraid of. The corpus found them. If they're still alive, the taxman would have taken any survivors here. This is the place. Find them. Here come the taxmen. Never gets easier. I'll pass their information on to our analysts and see what they make of it. Outworlder, we gonna do this? Roger that. Moving on, moving on. Be lucky.
All set. Serviced your weapons myself.